On the right side of your screen is spaceflight participant Yusaku Maezawa. To his left is Soyuz Commander Alexander Mazurkin. Just under 4 minutes to liftoff. Coming up next, that first stage will be pressurized at about the 2-minute and 45-second mark before launch. The pressurization of the first stage fuel tanks will optimize the pressure of fuel, helping the structural support of the rocket as it sits on the launch pad, and the booster tanks will also be pressurized. Everything in readiness, T-minus 3 minutes and counting.
We confirm oxidizing fuel drain and safety valves of the launch vehicle are closed.
The purging of the fuel lines now complete.
We confirm booster propellant tank pressurization initiated. Copy.
And the booster tank is now being pressurized for flight. T-minus 2 minutes and counting to liftoff. Another view from inside the Soyuz MS-20, Maezawa on the right, Mazurkin in the center. Now under 1 minute and 30 seconds from launch. At this point, the ground propellant feed has now been terminated and the Soyuz is about to go on internal power. Now coming up on the 1 minute mark. "45 seconds to liftoff."
We confirm vehicle to internal power. Copy. Vehicle to internal power.
First umbilical is now retracting.
We confirm order sequence initiated. Copy. Order sequence initiated.
The second umbilical is now retracting.
See the L2.
Engine ignition. Turbo pumps coming up to flight speed.
Second umbilical tower separates. Engine turbo pumps at flight speed.
And liftoff. Liftoff of the Soyuz MS-20 with 2 Japanese spaceflight participants and a Russian cosmonaut, now beginning their journey to the International Space Station.
Rocket parameters are nominal. Everything's fine on board. We're feeling great.
"30 seconds into flight, crews are reporting good first stage performance."
Unintelligible. 40 seconds of flight. The vehicle is stable.
Inside the Soyuz, Commander Alexander Mazurkin in the center, and on his right, Yusaku Maezawa.
– 60 seconds of flight. Roll, pitch, and yaw, our nominal. Copy. Everything's fine on board. We're feeling okay.
The crew on board feeling good? One minute, 30 seconds into flight, coming up on first stage separation.
90 seconds of flight. Engines are working nominally. Copy. Everything's fine on board. We're feeling well. Copy. We confirm launch escape system jettisoning. Copy. We confirm lateral tank separation.
First stage separation is confirmed. The 4 strap-on boosters have completed their job.
140 seconds of flight. Vehicle parameters are nominal. Copy. Everything's fine on board too. We're feeling good.
Second stage booster.
We confirm nose cone fairing jettisoning. Copy. And we confirm at 5. Control descent.
And confirmation of the launch shroud jettison. The rocket's altitude now about 49 miles high, traveling at a speed of about 5,203 miles per hour.
The vehicle is stable.
Getting a view now from the Soyuz booster.
Everything's fine on board. Copy.
All of the vehicle parameters reported to be performing as expected as we approach the 4-minute mark into flight.
Нормальный.
220 seconds of flight. Everything's nominal. Copy. The situation on board is nominal as well. We're feeling good. Copy.
Four minutes into flight, and everything is performing as expected, and the crew on board the Soyuz MS-20 is feeling good.
250 seconds of flight. Roll, pitch, and yaw, our nominal.
Four and a half minutes into the flight today, standing by now for second stage shutdown and second stage separation.
We confirm second stage separation.
Second stage separation is confirmed.
Separation and thrust activation. Copy.
Third stage engine is up and running, everything looking good, now traveling just over 9,500 miles per hour and 100 miles in altitude.
Параметры ракет-носителя.
320 seconds of flight. The
5.5 minutes into flight, the Soyuz now being propelled by the single engine of the Soyuz's third stage.
We're feeling well. 350 seconds of flight. The flight is nominal. Copy. Everything's fine on board too. We're feeling good.
6 minutes into flight, the crew is feeling good on board. That third stage engine still burning as expected as the Soyuz MS-20 and its crew head toward its preliminary orbit on its journey to the International Space Station.
Three 80 seconds of flight. Third stage thrusters are working nominally.
All structural parameters still reported to be nominal as we approach the 7-minute mark into flight this morning.
420 seconds of flight. Roll, pitch, and yaw are all nominal. Everything's fine on board. We're feeling well. Copy.
Now approaching 7.5 minutes into flight. The Soyuz now traveling 14,000 miles per hour, 124 miles in altitude. The trajectory flattening out. About a minute of powered flight remaining.
Everything's nominal.
Now at the 8-minute mark into flight since the Soyuz lifted off, the vehicle now traveling almost 15,500 miles per hour and 125 miles in altitude.
And everything's okay on board. We're feeling well. We copy.
All structural parameters still reported to be nominal, and the crew is doing well.
500 seconds of flight. Everything's nominal.
Now standing by for third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation.
seconds.
520 seconds of flight. All parameters are nominal. And stand by for contact separation.
Third stage shutdown confirmed and spacecraft separation confirmed.
And I am handing you over.
Next step will be the deployment of the solar arrays. And you can see those solar arrays unfolding now.
Altair, this is MCC Moscow.
And we now have confirmation the solar arrays and the navigational antennas have been deployed as planned.
Moscow, Altair, how copy? Loud and clear. How was the separation? Everything went nominally. Copy. KDO repress is done. RRG is closed and LED is not illuminated. BVS is primed. SKDO is also illuminated. Thermal sensors are on. And I am moving to KG display. RPV 1 and 2 valves, please close. Copy. RPV 1 and 2 valves are closed. Copy. So let's do we started a leak check. Copy. And you can report parameters when ready. Copy.
параметры
819 is SA. The next parameter is 840 and 874 in the BO. Copy. And the next measure?
This is Mission Control Houston. It was a flawless ascent to orbit for the Soyuz MS-20. Everything went by the book with liftoff occurring on time at 1:38 and 15 seconds a.m. Central Time, 2:38 and 15 seconds a.m. Eastern Time, which was 12:38 p.m. at the launch site at the Baikonur Cosmodrome. 8 minutes and 46 seconds later was third stage shutdown and separation on the 2.1A booster, with the solar arrays and navigational antennas having been deployed. The Soyuz MS-20 is now on its way to the International Space Station, carrying Russian cosmonaut Alexander Mazurkin and Japanese spaceflight participants Yusaku Maezawa and Yozo Hirano on a 4-orbit, 6-hour journey to the International Space Station, with a docking scheduled to the Poisk module on the space-facing side of the Russian segment of the station at 7:41 a.m. Central Time, 8:41 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, just provide us with a running commentary of the Sudan test. Wanted to say that we selected the second set of course, and I confirm IKV inhibit went through. Altair. L3 from parameter.
The view you're getting now from a balcony camera in the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov on the outskirts of Moscow in Russia.
Stand by. All right. Parameter 17. 17.1, 18, 16.9, 19, 265, parameter 20, 1.1, 21st, 2.4, 22nd, 323, 23rd, 325, 24th, 17.8, 25th, 18.2, 26th, 264. How copy? And what? Propellant 878. Copy, and you can go back to the